see my child grown inside Elizabeth. And I remember I could have killed them both that night at the pier. My son and daughter owes its life to you. Spencer, over here. So, the flash drive is missing. Lansing claims it vanished from his office. Isn't that convenient? That flash drive with all the evidence against you disappeared. Actually, the commissioner wants to see you. I'll keep an eye on Martin. We're not having this conversation. If something happened between you and Lucky's wife, that's none of my business. But he's a brother officer just out of rehab. And if Lucky finds out the truth about you and Elizabeth, he could send them back to the pills. So do the woman a favor. Do us all a favor. When you get out of here, leave Elizabeth alone. If Lucky finds out the truth and goes back to pills, it's Elizabeth and her kids who are going to get the worst.
I would never do anything to hurt Elizabeth.
What did you say about Elizabeth?
Elizabeth and I have been friends for a long time. I don't want to see her get hurt by any of this. That's all I was saying.
We've got a situation.
Hey! I didn't do it! I'm innocent! The jackal will not be contained!
Now, look, the search for that flash drive is top priority. I expect a full investigation.
If you turn the flash drive in when we
Yes, and if we had some security around here, we wouldn't be dealing with this right now.
You have no case without the flash drive, and no positive ID from anyone that my client helped Miss McCall in any manner.
He escaped from the hospital by taking a hostage.
The alleged hostage, Epiphany Johnson, refused to give a statement and isn't pressing charges.
A young man was murdered.
Not by my client.
Unfortunately, Miss Miller is correct. We had insufficient evidence, and therefore we are going to have to drop the charges. You are free to go.
Well, you know how to work the system, don't you, Jason? You fire in the direction of police officers, careful not to hit them. You take a hostage you know won't press charges, probably because her son works for you. Well, this is the truth about you, Jason. You see, you not only broke the law, which you do all the time for fun and profit, you endangered innocent people. Cops who were sworn to serve and protect, and who were just there trying to do their job. And every person that worked and was being treated in that hospital just because, what, you wanted to show up with a gun. You know, maybe you thought you were justified because Sam was allegedly framed by our esteemed DA. But if someone had been killed, I'd see you prosecuted for murder.
Spinelli had nothing to do with this.
I think it's time to cut your losses, Mr. Lansing. You have no case against Mr. Spinelli either.
You're free to go.
Oh, I'm free! Thank you, lobster lawyer.
Okay, come on. Thank you. Let's get out of here.
It's over, Stone Cold. We survived.
Congratulations.
It's not going to be over until Sam's names get cleared.
Goddess deserves your devotion.
Look, I just, I want to thank both of you for your help, okay? And I want you to stay away from Alcazar.
Well, it's okay, because Spinelli's going to help me prove that my mom is innocent.
Well, look, understand, blonde one, the jackal runs alone and free, and I don't think...
You're going to help her.
How'd it go?
Good. Good. That new lawyer, man, she is good. She got all the charges dropped.
Somehow it was that simple.
Well, it wasn't that simple. Spinelli, he called up the fake records he put on the flash drive, and the cops went to find the original. It's missing, of course. Of course, Rick blames us for stealing it, but now no one believes Rick.
Is there any way Rick's going to get turned into internal affairs?
I don't think it's going to be that easy to get rid of him, Sonny.
Well, you better be careful, because not only did you make him look like a fool, you made him look corrupt, and he's a vindictive son of a bitch.
I already knew that.
And so did I, but somehow I let myself forget. You know, sometimes you talk yourself into things. Compromises, excuses. Rick should be... He should be dead. Plain and simple. And he's not. For my own reasons, that I don't want to get into. It's not worth it. You know, I talk about Carly and her convoluted way of thinking, but I'm no better.
Yeah, you are.
Listen to me. You know when Carly didn't tell me about Christina for months? Could you ever forgive that?
Not you.
I know, but if you were, let's say, hypothetically speaking, if you had a kid out there and Sam didn't tell you, could you forgive her?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I guess it would depend on why. Why she didn't tell you. Of course, I would be angry. I hope I could, you know, get past it.
I thought I'd never get past Carly and keeping that secret. I didn't want it to poison our family. I thought we were better off apart. So I'm talking to Mike earlier, and he says to me, you should have never divorced Carly. You regret it every day. And part of me is starting to believe he's right. I loved Emily, and I didn't imagine what we had together. Are you sure you're getting comfortable listening to this?
Sure.
I mean, despite the fact that, you know, half the time I was losing my mind when we were together, she was fantastic. And a part of that, a big part of that is that she helped me not miss Carly so much. I wanted to be with her, and I you know, I wanted to be better for her, but I wasn't. And as you know, when I broke, Carly was there. Somehow, you know what I'm saying, Jason? One way or another, Carly's there. And, no matter how many times we break up or who I end up being with. And I wanted to tell her that. But my pride wouldn't let me. And now she's marrying Jax. And, you know, I got no one to blame but myself.
I'm not surprised.
I made lobster. Because it's, you know, it's the only seafood Carly eats. And then I flirted with her. Because that... She knows I get to her, and then she acts like I don't. Not this time. She started talking about Jax. And how great he is, and how he makes her feel. So she gets up to leave, and I said, wait, Carly. And that was my chance to tell her, you know, that I loved her, whatever I wanted to say to her. And then, you know what I said to her? You know I'm right. So she left. Come on, tell me, what do you think? Do you think Jack's gonna be happy?
Come on, Sonny, please. I don't know.
You're her best friend. You know, you gotta take a guess at least.
I don't like Jax. Okay, but I think he does love Carly, and I think Carly loves him as much as she can.
What does that mean, as much as she can?
Okay, you tried to be this new, better person for Emily. Right? Okay, I think that's what Carly's trying to do for Jax, but you know what? The bottom line is the person you trust is the person who sees you at your worst and stands by you anyway.
Oh, I get it. So I get to be the guy who's trusted, and he gets everything. My family, my wife, my kids. I know I should be happy because of what I put her through. But it's hard. I can't. You know what? I'm going. I'm going to the. I'm not going to watch Jackson and Carly get married. I'm going to go to the island. I will be here after New Year's.
Okay. Well, what? I'll call you if there's any problems.
Yeah, you can handle it. You can handle it. You know, sometimes you give something up and you count on getting it back, and then you realize maybe you can't. You gotta hold on to what you got.
to see